Here's a quick search looking for funding for a community-based arts festival in Burlington, Vermont using GrantStation.com. Now for this example, there'll be over 30 organizations working together for this festival. It'll include visual arts, musical performances, dance, workshops, and demonstrations. There'll also be a special feature with a community meeting to design a mural on a building downtown. The organization is seeking $75,000 to cover the costs of location and permits, equipment and supplies, which include sound, lighting, tents, stage, etc., artist fees, and marketing and promotion. Let's start by looking in the U.S. Charitable Database. That includes independent, family, community, and corporate foundations, corporate giving programs, faith-based grant makers, and any other association with the grant-making program. Now, we profile funders who are giving in the coming year and those that accept unsolicited requests. GrantStation pre-screens the funders, organizes them for searchability, and develops detailed profiles to help you determine which opportunities are the right ones for you. To start your search, select your geographic scope. Now you can select national grant makers. Now these are funders that give across all states. This will really broaden your search. But you can also start with grant makers that specifically fund the state of Vermont and see what kind of local support there is before I expand to national funders. Now it's pretty obvious that the first area of interest that matches my project is arts, culture, and humanities. Now you could select specific areas of interest under this broad category, or you can select the general category to see funders across all the arts, culture, and humanities. I'm going to select the general category here and see how many opportunities pop up. So this is a list of 39 grant makers that fund in Vermont, specifically in the areas of arts, culture, and humanities. Now that may be too big of a list, and you can add in additional criteria for target populations or even type of support. But for now, I'm going to quickly scan this list and look at the opportunities not only in Vermont, but in Burlington specifically. So here's one, the Pizzagalli Foundation. They primarily support nonprofit organizations in Vermont. They have an emphasis in the Burlington area, and their area of interest includes education, arts and culture, including museums, and people with disabilities. It looks like their total annual giving is over $1.1 million, and their average grant range is $200,000 to $930,000. This is a real positive. Let's go ahead and save this to our dashboard. Going back to our list, here's another. The Antonio B. and Rita M. Pomerleau Foundation. They support nonprofit organizations in Vermont with an emphasis on the Burlington area. Their area of interests include arts and culture, which is right up our alley. And the type of support they include is project support, general support, and equipment. So in other words, this foundation not only supports the areas of interest that matches my project, it also provides the funds to support the items I need funded. Now their total annual giving is $2.2 million and their grant range is $1,000 to $250,000. Let's go ahead and save this one as well. Finally, let's look at the Vermont Community Foundation. Now specifically, the Arts and Social Cohesion Program. They provide grants for projects and events in the visual, performing music, and literary arts and create opportunities for positive social interaction, engagement, and collaboration. That's a really good fit for our need. Now, as part of the secondary research process, you want to take a deeper dive into the funders by looking at their annual report, which we have linked down here, and you can also find information on their previous grantees they've chosen by looking at their 990 tax forms. This one's definitely a save to our dashboard as well. Now, I demonstrated how to search for funders with an arts, culture, and humanities area of interest, but remember to look at your projects from a lot of different angles to find the best funding options. We know that the community-based arts festival will impact both community and economic development in the city. So let's look for funders interested in supporting these general areas of interest. If we select the All option, we can see that we have 14 options to explore. Let's take a look at this one, the People's Bank Foundation. Now they seek to enhance the quality of life for the residents of multiple communities served by the bank, but specifically Burlington, Vermont. Their primary goal is to provide grants to nonprofit organizations that assist low to moderate income families in markets where they currently have office locations, and they focus in 4 major areas, but the one we're focused on is arts and culture. That includes art centers, museums, concerts, and children's music and theater programs. They give out $727,000 annually, with a grant range of $500 to $15,000. So this opportunity wouldn't fund my whole project, but it could potentially fund a component of the budget. This one's worth a save for now, but it may not make it to my final strategy list. Now, when I go back into this search, I can go ahead and change up the search criteria. Let's take this list and add in national to the funders. So we're looking across the US and Vermont, along with our 2 specific areas of interest. By adding in national funders, we've expanded our list to 84. Now we can continue to narrow with types of support or even target populations. Explore the different combinations of geographic areas, focus areas, types of support, and target populations. As you can see, there's a lot of ways to search for funding opportunities using our easy-to-use databases.